Maybe you've been wondering how to improve downstream water quality on your dairy farm. Or maybe you're interested in ways to keep manure and nutrients in the right place so your crops can use them. Iowa's Dairy Center in Kalmar, Iowa has been testing ways to improve water quality for over a decade.
And I think the impact of water quality is showing, and I think it's very important, and it gets more important every day, is that partnership between urban areas and agriculture. Here, I think we're uniquely situated in we have about a 100-acre watershed that comes right through our 175-acre farm. And most of that is coming from the city of Kalmar, as well as the parking lots on the main campus where the main education buildings are at. And so I think our impact is the grass waterways, filtering that runoff, the retention ponds that we utilize, go through a wetland, our water ends up in the creek and ultimately to the Turkey River, and ultimately, of course, down by Dubuque, our water will end up into the Mississippi River. So I think illustrating it is what can we do when we've got a 100-acre watershed from an urban area as an agriculture farm, what kind of practices can we incorporate to improve water quality?
The Dairy Center installed grassed waterways by grading channels near their fields. These channels were seeded with grasses and perennial vegetation to prevent erosion, which fixed a deep eroding gully. They also used cover crops, no-till, and retention ponds like this one.
So our water quality efforts here at the Dairy Center is really centered around our cover crops and trying to save our soils. We have gone to no-till for about 10 years now, and by doing that we've really cut back on our soil erosion, and also minimize leaching off the fields from our fertilizers and other things like that. This pond behind me here has been a great example of that through retention ponds and different barriers to slow the water down. We were able to lower the nitrate levels in this water, and I think it's a good example of what we can do across the industry on helping farmers keep their soil in the fields, and then also keep the nutrients they need for their crops in the fields as well and out of the water system.
I come back to, I think one of our original goals is when we've incorporated the no-till cover crop system, we emphasize that it's got to be practical, so a local farmer or a regional farmer, whether it's somewhere in the Midwest, national farmer, can incorporate these practices. So at the end of the day, we can have our role in improving the water quality, improving the health of our soils, preserving those soils. You go back to Iowa, some of the richest farmland in the world, and you go back to where that organic matter was back when it was natural prairie versus where the organic matter is today, can we restore some of that organic matter, make the soils healthier? And again, we can document. We've been tracking that for several years now under that no-till system. It's actually a little bit remarkable.